What's going, Jet?
Good, how are you?
You got the gun for?
Why did I got the gun? What you got the gun for?
Because I'm authorized to have a gun.
All right, well, I'm authorized to have
Get down on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Get down on the ground.
You may have to shoot me, man.
You still got the gun, Scott. I got it. Yeah, police, FBI, Howard Patrol.
Got one?
He's out.
What you just witnessed was the shooting of Jeff Weinhaus by state police and FBI. Jeff Weinhaus is a patriot, a journalist, an activist, who they lured into a meeting and then gunned him down and tried to murder him. Miraculously, Jeff survived. And miraculously, he had a camera on his wrist that recorded the whole incident. Despite all of that, the men who tried to murder Jeff Weinhaus were not charged. Rather, Jeff was charged with assaulting officers with a deadly weapon. Jeff was convicted in a court, not given due process, and sentenced to 30 years in prison, where he sits right now. Now, in recent weeks, as we look at the growing tyranny, we look at the assassination of Lavoy Finicum and the arrest of our patriot brothers and sisters, we see the sacrifice that people make for liberty. And we have to start asking ourselves the hard questions. They murdered Lavoy in cold blood, and they tried to murder Jeff Weinhaus in cold blood. And the message here is the same. A treasonous, lawless government abuses the people, it abuses the innocent, and it tries to exert unstoppable authority over the people. And it falls to us to stop that. This falls on us because we've allowed this government, and now we're waking up to the fact that as it gets worse and worse and worse, it's actually been happening for a long time. And as our courts get worse and worse and worse, we need to recognize that this is not a nation of laws anymore. We still have our Constitution, we still have our God-given rights, but the government acts in complete lawlessness. We shouldn't deceive ourselves into thinking that once we get into the court system, we're going to be given due process, because we're not. The corrupt courts and the corrupt government are going to control every step of the process. They're going to lock us in cages and put us in solitary confinement and control the jury and the evidence. They're going to put principled, peaceful patriots like Ammon and the others in prison. They're going to arrest journalists like Pete and lock them away because they didn't carry the government's message. They're going to do things just like they did to Lavoy and just like they did to Jeff, until we, the people, recognize that this is a government by the consent of the governed. That we allowed this. We allowed good to be turned into evil and light to be called darkness. We allowed the unborn and our neighbor and the innocent and the weak and the fatherless to be abused, and we have to step up because liberty is gone in this country. And if we want our children to have liberty, to have that freedom, we have to restore it. So our appeal may be to heaven. That's where mine is. But we must stand boldly. We must not be silent. We must not be still. And we must take action for liberty, or it will be forever lost to us.